You know a man ain't shit when all these women in America, millions and millions of women, and nobody wants you, and you gotta go way to another country so somebody can want you. That's sad. Hell, they ain't gonna want you either.
Hey man, check it out. You might not like what I'm finna say though. Listen to me, bro. Fuck passport bros. No, and I don't mean it in that way. But no, for real, fuck passport bros. All these beautiful ass women here, you get your picking in race, size, height, weight. Nigga, you can have a fat one today and a skinny one tomorrow, a short one later on and a tall one next week. Like, what is y'all talking about? You telling me y'all niggas can't get it right with no woman here? Black, white, Asian, Puerto Rican, Mexican, Filipino, they're all over here. I mean, what you think they all taking trips over here for? What do y'all think the immigration shit is about? Passport bros my ass. Why y'all trying to leave somewhere? This your land. Some of you niggas done got soft. Yup. Some of y'all just got soft.
Good, go, because we don't want you. So they're doing us a service in a way. We know that they're going over there for prostitution. We know what it really was really going on. They're doing us a service by leaving us alone. So let them flaunt their passports. Let them say all the stupidness. And where's the women that are begging them to stay? Have y'all ever seen a video of a woman saying, please don't go? You're not going to see that. No one is begging them to stay. These women they have low value. They are very low vibrational. They look terrible. Nobody wants them. They out of shape. Their personality is garbage. And let's think about this. If they go over there and let's just say they bring a woman back, the woman is obviously using them. What happens when the woman figures out, okay, now I can go and work and I don't have to deal with this man that nobody wants? She's going to leave him as well. And then he's at square one. He's back where he started. So why would any of us really, really give a hell? We're just watching the show with popcorn. It's hilarious if you ask me.
What do you say? Quiet! Yeah, that's it. That's it. Keep your hand on the board. Keep your hand
Surrendering.
You're being arrested for a child exploration by the police of here, okay? That's it. That's it.
You men that be coming out here to Colombia, I seen you. I seen you. The secret is out. I know. I know what y'all be doing out here. And you need to be ashamed of yourself. You need to be embarrassed. Big ones, little ones, fat ones, in short sets, straight from the flea market. And we back over here in the United States can't find a good black man because he over here in South America living la vida loca. Living, I seen it with my own eyes. I was just sitting there in unbelief. Sitting there in unbelief. You men that be coming out here to Colombia.
So?
Welcome to the channel. 8,000 miles away. This is your host, Vic, for again a Sunday night Christmas edition of 8,000 miles away. So if you're on board with us, we got a little ride today. I don't think this is going to be a long one, but we're going to make a point today, and we're going to talk about this thing. So I hope your Christmas went well. It's East Coast time, 9 o'clock at night. And Christmas is almost over. Therefore, this year is almost gone. And so, welcome to the chat. Welcome to the channel. Subscribe, like, share, subscribe to 8,000 miles away. So I see already that we got a couple of comments already. So I'll bring those comments up and then I'll get to that monologue. So first comment is from my man, Frank. Shout out to Frank. Yeah, I did get the email. I sent Lily a email asking her for the contact information for Sharon. So, because I don't have Sharon's contact information, but if she sent it back, I haven't checked my emails yet, so I don't know. But I really you don't know how much I appreciate that. I think hopefully the interview with Sharon will go pretty good. I'm just gonna ask some basic questions, but you know me, I'm gonna put a little spice to it. But I'm gonna make sure we stay cool with it because you know how I am. I got to respect the game. Next comment is from Just Bowman. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the channel today, Just Bowman. Thanks for coming back up. Good to see you, my bro. Yeah, he is a weirdo. Everybody's saying that boy is a weirdo. We kind of already knew it. I'm not gonna really get into him. This is not about him, but it's about him indirectly because basically they're using him as a I told you so moment. And that's a little bit about what we're gonna get into today on the chat. Against guys who travel. The women and guys and the haters are giving us a I told you so moment with your boy Floyd. So and we'll get into that. We'll get into that on the channel today. So before we get started, I'm gonna go ahead and say we got to talk today. Like I said, everybody, I hope everybody was fine and good. And with that being said, I'll take Bowman off for 1 second. Bowman, you got any more things to say? Go ahead and make your comments. But we're gonna talk about this today. Make sure I got the right one up here. Yeah, this is it. So we're gonna talk a little bit today about this topic. Because y'all saw the thumbnail, and the thumbnail, because I get the thumbnail came from the pushback that I get from my family members and people who look down on you for going overseas and talk cold shit to you. Even on Christmas, I heard negative comments during the holidays about my desire to move overseas. So whenever or go overseas, so I mean they are just people are just so negative about traveling to the Philippines, and not so much about Thailand. They are, because they see Thailand is all over the media, but even that the people push back. But when you talk about the Philippines and you talk about Colombia and places like that, you get so much pushback. Now I'm not talking about going to Colombia, but I hate it for the brothers that want to go over there. Because you get framed as for going over there, and they look at you like you're going over there for that P word. You know what I'm talking about. So we're gonna talk tonight because right now there's a lot of noise, a lot of chaos, a lot of chorus in Black America saying the same thing over and over again, like stay home. Find you a good woman here. Boy, I'm so tired of hearing that. I mean, my brothers, there's a woman upstairs. She's a nice woman, but she's probably about 65 years old, and she looks every bit of 65. And my brothers are like, man, why don't you go up there? Why don't you holler at her, man? Y'all can make you need something here in America. Women, and that's just what people say. That's the mind frame. Find you a good Black woman here. That's what you hear. Forget the passports. These women overseas aren't for you. You're just exploiting poor women. And on the surface, it sounds moral. It sounds protective. It sounds like they're concerned. But when you pull back the bullshit, it ain't nothing but control, it's jealousy, and it's envy. Both from men and women who don't want to see a black man genuinely happy. That's just what's up. You can, in a way, you have to look at it. So, you know, you can look at it any kind of way, but that's what you get. That's what you got. Roll the clip.
Don't like seeing black men happy. And that's the reason why you hate the passport bros. You would rather them sit here and be alone. Because what is the first thing that y'all say when you're judging these guys? Well, they're not attractive anyway. They wouldn't be picked anyway. So then why are you worried about what they do? If you know that you wouldn't deal with that person anyway, you have absolutely no right to speak on what the French toast they do.
Amen. Next clip.
All right, bro, I'm out of here. I'll see you when I see you. All right, bro, be safe and good luck.
Where's he going?
Oh, he's moving to Brazil to find himself a wife.
Why?
He said something about finding himself a traditional woman.
So he just wants a slave?
No, he just wants a woman that...
Does he really get no ass to the point where he needs to leave the country? Like, is that not predatory behavior?
Do you want him?
Ew, no.
Then why do you care so much?
Because that's stupid.
How? He wants a traditional type of marriage, so he went somewhere where traditional women are plentiful. That's pretty smart if you ask me. He has the money to take care of a whole family, so he's good.
But if he's struggling to find someone in his own country, isn't that more so on him?
I mean, maybe, maybe not. He'll know for sure once he's in South America for long enough, right? And besides, how's it going for you? Maybe you should think about getting a passport yourself. It's funny because white guys have been going to different countries to find wives forever. The minute black guys start doing it, oh, it's this big problem.
Because if it was really about love and concern, the energy wouldn't flip the moment a brother finds peace. And let's say the quiet part out loud. The big reason why some women, and y'all let me know if I'm telling the truth, the big reason why some women don't want to see a man happy outside the U.S. is simple. They want first right of refusal. They want first right of refusal. They want they want you miserable forever. They want the option to choose you after you've actually proven your value. They don't want you to have options. They just don't want you. They just don't want to lose access. That's the whole thing. See, they just want you to lose access. So I'm gonna pause it right here because I'm gonna go get me because we're gonna get into this. So I got in order to get into this, I got to get my thing back there. Y'all know what I'm talking about. We're gonna do the show when we do the show. I got a comment right here from Bowman. Bowman says facts. So y'all hold tight, and I'm gonna go back there and pull me a little something. Yeah, I wish I had something I could play while that's going on. So, but y'all, maybe I can. Let's see if I got this right. Hold up. I don't think I got nothing long enough to hold it up there. Let's see. Let's play Flying Image. I'll be right back, guys. Let's play Flying Image. Then we're gonna pick up. Let's play Flying Image. Where's Flying Image? Let's get it. Yeah. but stop going. It's all good though. It's all good. We're gonna do this thing. We're gonna do this thing. So yeah. So they just don't want to lose access. They don't want to lose access to us. They want first right of approval. They want to be able to say, hell no, I turned that motherfucker down. And then they want to fly over there once they and check up on your ass. They want to fly over there. And mess with you. So to keep it real though, America works best. Hang on. Yeah, I know. That's good. America works best when you're spending money here, like for dates, like for rent, like for child support, court fees, lifestyle inflation, shit like that. Emotional labor with no return. They don't want you to bill overseas. They don't mind you visiting over there, but then they want you to come back broke, lonely, and grateful for scraps. Like this. Grateful for scraps. Like this. I don't know if I can find that. Where's that at? Like this, like they want you with a woman like this.
But I love my kids so much I gave them all their own daddy. You got a daddy, you got a daddy, you got a daddy.
They want you with something like this.
Listen, I know white women wear them. I know Hispanic women wear them. But if we being honest, who's the franchise? Who's the franchise players? This shit looks ridiculous. No man has ever said, yo, you know what would make her look hotter? Pterodactyl wings on the face, nigga. What the fuck is this?
See, they want you to have, and if not that, a super old woman that you know you can do better than. See, but I saw something here, guys, on O'Shea's show. O'Shea, y'all know, did a reaction to Calvin Sunshine. And I'm going to play a clip from O'Shea. And and it's not about what Calvin was talking about, because he was just, I ain't going to say rambling, but he was saying what he was saying about traditional women and this, that, and third. But the point I'm trying to make is not about what Calvin was saying. It's about what O'Shea said. Because O'Shea may have had a point when it comes to potentially dating overseas. And y'all tell me what y'all think about what O'Shea said. Because I'm gonna break this down. Calvin's talking, but O'Shea, what he said was the one that hit home. So let's play this right here, because I thought this right here had me thinking. I had to rethink this twice. So I'm gonna play that clip from O'Shea Jackson during that interview, during that reaction he had with on Sunshine or Calvin rather. So let's see if I can find it. It's I call it cultural alignment. So he's basically saying that we're not culturally aligned with these women overseas. So, and that is the part that I want to play, if I can find it. Let's play it.
It's out wrong because our definition of traditional is messed up. If you're honest, your definition of traditional means a sex slave and a maid. Now, let me stop right there and say this. That's not all that's available overseas.
Okay, now this is an important distinction. Let me also address this too, because I have several friends that have married ladies from Uganda are, this is the third world. So what's happening is a lot of men, if you're in America dating a woman, you would require her, for the most part, you would meet her at work, you would meet her at church. She might not be what you like physically, but there would be some social parameters there, some commonality there that you can attach yourself to. When we come overseas, it's harder for us to get that framework because many countries have broken systems, which produce people who are not really viable for the economy, or the economy doesn't exist. So, not to call anybody dumb, I'm not saying that, but you're dealing with a lady that probably don't have constant employment. She has different challenges. She doesn't see the same world, but she thick, she got a fat booty, she gonna let you clap. So, okay, now you have fake femininity, but really what you got is dependency. This is different. It's not like an option. You're kind of the way that she has to, survive or live a better life. And that's what he is referring to.
Because a lot of you clowns out there, you misinterpret what I say. Well, I'm not going to sit there and explain every video I make to y'all, but I want you to hear this clearly. That's not all the women who are available overseas.
Okay.
There's beautiful, intelligent women with traditional values. We just don't.
So the way I took that is, I take that as he's saying that when we can't, when we go over there, yes, we can date them, but there's so many cultural differences, it makes it difficult because they're not like the woman that you grew up with, or the woman that you went to college with, or the woman that you work with. They're totally different, and a lot of guys probably have a hard time adjusting to that type of a woman because their values are different. They might not understand the fact that you want to work from 9 to 5, depending on how deep in the province she is. Now, if she's probably a city girl, maybe she might understand. I know that with Virginia, I use that with Virginia. Virginia works hard every day with her 2 stores. So she has a work ethic like an American person. When she was an OFW, she worked like all get out to take care of her kids. So when she moved back to the Philippines, she was off and running right off the rip. If she wasn't making casa for cake, she was working to build her stores. It wasn't a year before she had a little store on the beach. And then again, she came and then she opened a bigger store in the city of Ilocos Norte, Lawan. And I look at that store, it's a full-fledged store with people sitting in there and short order cooks and all this, the whole 9. Employees that she paid. I mean, it's not on the level of Fridays and nothing like that, but it's a true store. And her work ethic is getting up in the morning at 5, and she don't stop to night. So her work ethic is fine, but I don't know, man. I don't know if that's the case with some of these other women in other cultures or whatever. And that's kind of what I mean. I feel like that's what O'Shea was saying, that it may not be no alignment, but I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. You guys can tell me better than y'all. Let me know in the chat. But back to what I was saying. America works best when you're spending money, dates, rent, child support, court fees, lifestyle adjustments, and inflation and all that bullshit. They don't want you to build overseas. They want you to build with them and spend that dollar with them. America wants that. So it's, they want that, not just the black woman, but America wants it. They push it. So, but they say, go see the world, but come home and build with us. And that's not good. That's not advice. That's a bad business. That's like telling a man, invest abroad, bring all your profits back home, and accept worse terms. No businessman would take that deal. But somehow black men are supposed to take it. So let me stop it right there. There's a couple of comments in the chat before I take it to the next segment. Just Bowman says they want to hold this system by force hold you to this system by forcing men to date the bottom. Facts. Judge Bowman comes back again and says, I think that's the same one. No, he says they want their unattractive friends to have the men that they don't want. It's better to move overseas than try an LDR. Facts. No doubt about that. I'm in one, but I know what you're saying. Frank Tate comes in and says they need to stop the bullshit. These women are humans just like us. Facts. If I don't align with the woman here, it's up to me to find out where I fit in. Damn, I like that. See, that's it, and I appreciate that. But that's the deal. It's like Just Bowman. What it reminds me of is living in America. Let me give you an example. When you go to a new job, you have to learn to fit in. It's all white people there. You have nothing in common with them. But in order to fit in, you have to find your way. I got a friend who says that you can throw me. He was talking about me, but he was saying he could do it too. He said you can throw me in the middle of a Ku Klux Klan party, and I'll end up being friends with all of them. Because you have to adjust to your environment, and that's what in that video clip with O'Shea. I don't think he really understands that when you move overseas, and I'm saying this before I even get there, because I know that's what I'm gonna have to do. When you move overseas, you have to accept what's going over there. You're no longer in America. You're no longer in your culture. So you do your best by fitting in. Things are not going to be the same. Everything is going to be different. There may be some similarities, but it's going to be different. You have to learn to fit in. You have to learn to fit in. Frank says, I'm sitting here with my wife and her sister who's a lawyer. Amen. So Frank, tell me this right here. How have you learned to fit in with her family? That's a good point. How have you learned to fit in? I should probably bring you up. How have you learned to fit in that environment? Because I'm sure it's different than your family in the United States. And that's what O'Shea was saying, that we can't sometimes fit in. We can't align because we wouldn't raise with them. But you expect to be different. But that's what I say about it. You expect there's going to be a lot of difference. A lot of difference. So they say that we are exploiting them. They say that you're exploiting poor women overseas. So let's dismantle that just a little bit, because somehow, white expats aren't exploiting, European sex tourists aren't exploiting, but when a black man travels, suddenly it's humanitarian crisis. Funny how that works. Nobody ever asks, are these women adults? Are these women choosing freely? Are we building families? Are communities improving? Any of that. They don't understand that. It's just a slap. They just slap a label on you so you feel guilty about being desired over there. So I'm gonna play my favorite Asian TikToker because she makes a good point about these haters. Roll the clip.
Okay, I don't know what's going on lately, but I have seen a number of videos coming from men who are hating on their own American men who goes overseas and try to find a wife, Like I said, there's two kinds of passport bro. One is genuine. The other ones are the Pookies and the Ray Rays, right? So I don't know why some of these men feel the need to come in and hating on the passport bro. Is it because you broke? You cannot go overseas? And you call all these men lame? and bald. I said, some of you are also bald and overweight men. What are you talking about? All the women in the Western, like this modern Western woman, won't even take a second look at your ass. Okay, so I don't know why you go and side with all these modern feminist cult members. Are you the penis police now? You going to police where all these men are going to stick their penis in? Like, why? What is the agenda? Did somebody pay you to come on TikTok and say, hey, if you go overseas to find a wife, you guys are lame as fuck? The lame as fuck guys are you, okay? You are the loser. If you think the modern Western woman give two flying fucks about you, okay? I am someone who met my husband organically back in 2003, okay? Before that, there is no such thing as passport bro. They just, they are known as military guy who happens to marry a foreign woman. And I have news for you. Okay, I don't mistreat my husband. I treat him like a king. He don't have to beg me for sex. There is no mind games, you know, being played. The bills are paid, and we communicate. You know, it's easy. You know, if you are with the right person, whether foreign or domestic, it does not matter. Okay, stop hating on this passport bro. Why you jealous? Is it? Is it why you have penis envy? Why? Just let them be, okay? And this passport bro term is just being coined now. There are so many of accidentally passport bro. We call, like, I am 50, okay? We are from the Gen X generation and the Xennial generation. Some of us just met organically and we fell in love, okay? No need to get jealous. Okay, I don't understand. Some of you male feminists here, what are you fighting for? Some of you are ugly as hell too. So I don't know. You think you can get extra vagina points with the modern Western woman here? They will actually spit on your ass if given a chance. They don't need you to protect them or to defend them. Okay, just leave the other guys alone. Don't be envy, and you are not the penis police. Whichever hole they want to stick their dick in, that is their problem. As long as two consenting adult. And don't worry about pedophile or you guys try to gaslight them, oh, they're going to go for cheap vaginas. We have law enforcement there. Okay, I'm from Singapore. My government don't take lightly to pedophile. So you don't have to worry about, oh, if this man going to, you know, like take advantage of this lady. Trust me. We foreign women, we're not dumb. Okay, we can think for ourselves. We got our own voice to speak up. Okay, and some of us don't come from third world country. Okay.
See, like I said, they slap a label on you so you feel guilty for being desired. And here's the uncomfortable truth they don't like to say. A woman choosing a man for stability, leadership, and provision is not exploitative. That's biology, it's economics, and it's existed since the beginning of time. So there's a comment right here. Frank, I see you, brother. You got people in the family that's doing big things, man. And I don't know why they think everybody over there don't know shit. My brothers and them, man, they are. It's gonna do wonders for me to go over there so I can teach my community here that people overseas are no different than here. I cannot wait to prove this point. She told me today, I just left her house, my brother's house. Are you going to be okay over there? Are you sure this not a, some type of a setup? I said, I have been talking to Virginia since 2019. Her and my mother used to talk when I wasn't even on the phone back and forth for hours at a time before she passed away. They used to talk, and I come in the room and they chat like they dating. And I would, or not even, or I wasn't even there. She was at her house, and they used to communicate. Virginia talks really good English. She's a little shy in public, you know, because she's a little standoffish because she feels like she say the wrong thing. But when you get to know her, she's a chatterbox. Bowman says black men are the most disrespectful and discarded in America, and especially average hardworking ones. You got to agree with that. That's nothing but the truth. Shout out to you, Josh. I see your comment. I didn't read it out loud, but shout out to you, bro. Merry Christmas and all that. Thanks. And shout out, Merry Christmas to you and your family too, bro. Now, Frank comes back and says here, he says, I'm a part of a family. We do things together, and they look out for me and love me, and I am the same with them. You damn Skippy. And I expect to be the same when I'm there. I expect no difference. You know, but we get coined by people in America as being all the things they say that we're not. All the things that they say we are not. Now, here's the real irony. You hear them say, those women aren't for you. But they also say, why are you leaving us? Now, isn't that irony? You can't have both. You can't reject a man, disrespect a man, and drain him emotionally and financially, then panic when he finds peace elsewhere. That's not love, that's entitlement. And when men leave, the game suddenly changes, and suddenly the rule changes. So I'm going to play this next guy because this next guy has surprised everybody with his bullshit. And he's loud, influential, and what he says is tipped everybody off. Roll the clip.
I gotta get my passport. Come home. Come home. Stop being a dummy. I have never seen a passport bro that I was like, that nigga is sweet as fuck. I want to be like him. Y'all know I'm cool with O'Shea Duke Jackson. I think his name is Passport to Thailand or Travel to Thailand or something like that. I forgot what the name is. It's a couple people that I'm really cool with. Somebody said, who were you talking about? I don't know these niggas' names. You cannot name me one nigga that is just great. And I was like, I could take something from him. How did the majority of these guys make their money?
Majority of guys I run into are going to be IT guys and ex-military.
These are not, you know, the dusty dudes. These are actually guys that have a lot going for them. What would you say to that?
I've met more guys with resources overseas than back in the States.
Fuck these niggas.
Before I play that again, I'm going to talk about this nigga for just 1 second. So let's talk about a large creator like him, Antoine Daniels, who openly criticized dating and relocating overseas. Now you want to ask yourself, who is his audience? Who's benefiting from, you know, men staying put in America? Who keeps paying super checks and shit? And a man who leaves the plantation can't be monetized the same way, because fear sells, outrage sells, and peace doesn't. So they frame travel as dangerous, immoral, desperate, and embarrassing. Not because it's true, but because it disrupts the ecosystem. And he has to be doing that shit with his content by saying that, because he sounded like he was with the plan, and all of a sudden now he on some bullshit. Roll the clip again. I gotta get my passport.
Come home. Come home. Stop being a dummy. I have never seen a passport bro that I was like, that nigga is sweet as fuck. I want to be like him. Y'all know I'm cool with O'Shea Duke Jackson. I think his name is Passport to Thailand or Travel to Thailand or something like that. I forgot what the name is. It's a couple people that I'm really cool with. Somebody said, who were you talking about? I don't know these niggas' names. You cannot name me one nigga that is just great. And I was like, I could take something from him. How did the majority of these guys make their money?
Majority of guys I run into are going to be IT guys and ex-military.
these are not, you know, the dusty dudes. These are actually guys that have a lot going for them. What would you say to that?
I've met more guys with resources overseas than back in the States.
Fuck these niggas.
Like you don't know Zoom the Thailand's name, son. You ain't so fucking big where you don't know Zoom's name. As much influence and impact he's had on travel for brothers going to Asia. I don't understand. So, enough about that nigga. So, let's address the case they love to bring up here later. Because these women are beginning to shame us and use this guy as an example of what could happen to us. That I got you moment. Yeah, Floyd Wallace. Floyd Wallace, they're talking about this cat right here. They're using him now as an example of what's going to happen to you if you go overseas. And I ain't feeling that bullshit. Nobody is like that. Like you said earlier, he's a weirdo. I mean, you know, that ain't like everybody. That ain't like everybody. So let me be clear. If the allegations are true on what he did, it's criminal, it's disgusting. It's indefensible, and there's no excuses for it. No spinning it, no defending. But here's the manipulation. They use one man with a freaking documented criminal history to condemn thousands of law-abiding black men. That's what they do. They ignore his long rap sheet because he was doing shit in the States. Hell, the nigga went to jail in the United States. He went to jail in the United States. Hell, the nigga was running around taking pictures of cops and shit. He had a long history of bullshit. So like you say, he is a weirdo. He has rap sheets in 13 different U.S. states. His confrontational behavior, his pattern of chaos, his live streams, clout chasing, asking for money. He been tripping. So nobody shouldn't be surprised. And then women want to use him and these stupid black content creators or black coming on TikTok and saying that all people who travel gonna be like them. That's got to be the most ridiculous shit in the world. How can you ignore that? That's not passport bro behavior. That's criminal behavior exported overseas. And guess what? Criminals exist in America, in Europe, in Asia, and Africa. Location doesn't create monsters. Character does. So, enough about that. But the part that hurts the movement, when one man crashes out, they say, see, we're going to shame all travelers. We're going to shame all black men. They're going to scare the locals. They're going to poison the whale, all that old shit. But they never talk about thousands and thousands of marriages in the Philippines, brothers raising families in Thailand and in the Philippines and in Colombia, men retiring peacefully in Colombia, low crime rates, low stress, and strong family values. Because success doesn't scare men back into cages, fear does. They never talk about the brothers that's winning. And since they're not going to talk about the brothers that are winning, I will. Roll the clip.
Where are the passport bros? I was waiting for y'all to come back with wedding rings, show off the beautiful women that you found. And because there was quite a few of y'all that was on this app talking junk, but I haven't seen none of that. I mean, you were so quick to boast about finding a woman that wasn't American. What's up? Where are the wedding photos?
So let's name it. There are men and women who benefit from you staying stuck. They mock you, they shame you, they emasculate you, but the moment you leave, they panic. Why? Because a man who who realizes his options can't be controlled. Can't be controlled. They never talk about how the rent is not $1,200, but it's $300. They never talk about dinners that's $80 over here that you can get 10 over there. They never talk about the constant stress you have in America, but there's peace there because they don't know, I guess. They never talk about crime versus safety, hostility versus cooperation. They never talk about the return of investment because once a man starts thinking about ROI terms, the game is over. Hit him, Don Pete.
We need to debunk an argument against the passport bros. One of the biggest arguments that I hear from women in the U.S. about men that date outside of the country or marry outside of the country is that the men from the U.S. are going to be used by the women from other countries. Let's say for a second that the women in the U.S. are completely correct. Let's say that they're correct. Do women in the U.S. not use men? If I get a woman in the U.S. and she uses me, it's going to cost me a lot more than it would cost me to get a woman that's going to use me from another country where my dollar stretches further, right? For the same amount that I would spend being used by the woman in the U.S., I could take care of her, my household here, and the rest of her family over there and still have money to spare. It's simple economics.
So let me close this right away. Like I said, we're going to be here short tonight. It's a Christmas night. And hell, I got to work tomorrow. I don't know about guys over there, but I got to work tomorrow. So I'm going to close right away. Shout out to Bowman saying 2 steak dinners was $30 total in Angeles City, Philippines. There you go, bro. It's different, man. It's different. Totally different. It's different in good ways and bad ways. But it's just different. And you got to expect it to be able to adjust to that lifestyle if you choose to live over there. So comment there. So let me close. To the women and men who shame, mock, talk shit, fearmonger every time a black man chooses to travel, relocate, or build overseas, understand this. You don't want him safe. You don't want him fulfilled. You don't even want him successful. You want him unhappy, but still nearby. You want him miserable, but available. Broken, but familiar. That's why you pray for an I told you so moment with the Floyd shit. That's why you clean the stories like Floyd Wallace. Not because you care about justice or anything like that, but because you want to prove that leaving was a fucking mistake. You want to talk that shit. You want to throw it in their face. Don't you hate somebody like that? Because if a man can leave and win, then everything you told them was a lie. So to the brothers traveling, traveling doesn't ruin good men. And staying doesn't magically fix bad deals. If you move overseas with discipline, that's what I intend to have because I carry that here. Respect and standards. You're not running away. You're just choosing a better environment. And to the envious men watching from the sideline, eyeballing and checking the shit out, hear this clearly. A man who discovers his options can no longer be guilt-tripped, shamed, or emotionally blackmailed. That's what you do. That's why they're mad. That's why they scream. And that's why they want you scared. Because the most dangerous man to a broken system is not an angry man. It's a peaceful man who knows he doesn't have to stay. Move smart, move lawful, and move with purpose. And never let anyone convince you that choosing peace is betrayal. And with that, guys, I'm gonna land the plane. And I appreciate you guys for stopping in today and checking out the channel. I hope you enjoyed a wonderful Christmas. I'm gonna play this clip from him. From what's the guy's name here? I forget his name, but I just run this clip.
Nobody wanna see us together, but it don't matter, no. 'Cause I got you. Nobody wanna see us together, but it don't matter, no. 'Cause we gon' fight. Oh yes, we gon' fight. Believe we gon' fight. Fight for our right to love.
Oh, that's sweet. That's sweet. That's sweet. And since it's Christmas, guys, I'm in the spirit before I close out. I'm just in the spirit. It's been a good day. It's been a good week. We're getting ready for the new year. Fuck all this bullshit. So I'm going to play something really Christmassy before we close out. And I appreciate everybody, man, in the chat. I appreciate what you got. We finally got to 1,200 subscribers. We had 1,205 now. And we're counting down to 1,300. Remember, on this channel, the subscribers are 100% organic. It's been a struggle to get to 1,200. So every one of the persons who are subscribers are organic as hell. It's not any buying, any nothing. It's just you guys coming to the channel, watching the content, and enjoying yourself. And I really appreciate it. Whether you learned something or whether you just was entertained, I appreciate you showing up every single week. And we run this thing 2 times a week, and I really appreciate it. So with that, I'm going to run this Christmas song by Nat King Cole, and we're going to end the show. Thank you very much for stopping by, and I'll holler at you later.
Although it's been sad many times, many ways, Merry Christmas to you.
Some days are easier to fake it. I find it hard to think when you're brought up. I know it takes a heart to break it. Yeah. But you took that and some more when you gave up. I get it, I get it, I get it, I get it. Some things don't work and that's the
I'll see you guys on Sunday with another show. I'll let you later. Y'all have a good rest of the week and Merry Christmas. Take care.